It's time to up your game. It's getting bad and it's only going to get worse. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. And I say this in a way that we prep at a peace of mind, not out of fear here. I'm not saying it to scare you guys. Man, grocery stores in my area are wiped out, cleaned out. We do have some extenuating issues. We had snowstorms, we have flooding and stuff like that on I-5, major thoroughfare. But we've all seen increased prices. I mean, I'm paying more now for ground beef than I used to pay for steak. Shortages everywhere. We have to prepare. We have to be able to feed our families. Part of that is growing and raising our own. Yes, that is a vital part of it. But it's just, I can feel it, people. It's just getting bad. I hear things all the time. Things are just getting worse and worse and worse. It seems like the people, whoever they may be, that try to exert control over others are really starting to ramp it up. So you know what we need to do? We need to ramp it up. We need to ramp up things that will allow us to remain free, to not be controlled. I've talked about this, a little bit lately. Yeah, it's on my mind. Tomorrow I'm going to restaurant supply store. And yeah, we're going to add some more food storage. We're already stacking it to the rafters. I'm not just preparing for my family and I, though. My group, my team, my tribe. I look at this as one of the ways I can be a beneficial member to them, where I can pull my weight. We do things tactically oriented a lot, but due to skill sets, financial ability, I know that I can help and do my part in the food storage and preparedness realm. We all have to find our niche. That's important. There are some people that are more financially well off and they can just go buy a bunch of stuff. That's awesome. It's good to have people like that also. Even if they're not able to be tactically proficient, even if they're not able to get out and garden, even if they're disabled or elderly or something like that. We all need to find our niche and to do our part. Some people can go out, they can go buy a bunch of gear that benefits the group, and that's awesome. I highly recommend you do everything you possibly can to supplement your skill sets. I'd say I'm fairly well set tactically. There are some things that I would like to add to make me more tactically able. One of the things is night vision. Night vision it's a big force multiplier. If you got it and they don't, yeah, very good. If you got it and they got it, well, at least you're on a level playing field. That's what I hope for. That's what I strive for, is at least entering the game on an even keel, an even playing field. Meaning we can't get food anymore, that I'm able to provide food. If we can't, say EMP or something like that, say grid goes down, whatever reason, I'm able to provide firewood, heating, cooking, warmth, stability, all those kind of things. We have to do everything we can. Now is the time. It's getting crazy. And I'm not saying that out of fear at all. I'm saying this stuff to empower you guys and to encourage you guys to do more. Make prepping more of a priority. Buy more food storage. fill up more water bottles. I'm doing that all the time. Just yesterday, we had emptied, we had 5 cat litter jugs. You know, the big plastic jugs? They're about yay big. Rinse them out and fill those. And no, that's not drinking water. But there's a lot of other things you need water for other than drinking. Buying bottled water is a good thing. Well, I think it's kind of dumb. Whoever came, I remember when they came up, when they were first starting to talk about it, they first brought out bottled water. I laughed and I'm like, who in the world is going to buy bottled water when you just turn on a tap and get it wherever you want? Well, now here we are. Things are different now, aren't they? Yeah. We used to drink out of garden hoses and stuff like that. Now it's a big no-no, which I don't care. My kids still drink out of the garden hose. But anyway, times are changing. We have to adapt with them. If we don't adapt with the changes, then we will not be on that level playing field I was talking about. We definitely will not be in a position of advantage, meaning that we are better prepared than whatever the challenges that come our direction are. Growing our own food, raising our own animals is very important. Very important to be self-reliant, self-sufficient type stuff. Homesteady things. Very important. I don't want you guys to be those kind of preppers that just buy a bunch of stuff and have it laying around. Don't know how to use it, don't train with it, don't use it, don't know how to cook with it, don't have any water to prepare the beans and rice with, stuff like that. Now is a good time to take a serious, hard look at your preps. What do you have? What weaknesses and or weak areas do you have? How to best shore up those weaknesses so that maybe they won't become strengths, but they'll be less of a weakness. Now is the time to level that playing field. We need to be tactically set up, gear-wise, training-wise, proficiency-wise, but big time, we need to be in the mental game. We need to be sharp mentally. We need to have our heads on a swivel. We need to be paying attention to what's going on around us. That could be looking for threats in, like say you're in the mall or you're in a store or something like that, keeping your eye out for threats. That's part of head on a swivel. But head on a swivel also means that you're paying attention to things. Like the fact the grocery store is moving all the stuff to the front of the shelf to make it look like they have more. They're spreading stuff out. There's a lot of things you can notice when you start paying attention. So pay attention. Also, people's attitudes, the anger, the aggression, the frustration that people are feeling just because of all this oppressive BS that's coming down on us. There's a lot of division I've been talking about lately. You know, to get this or not to get this. To wear these or not to wear these. Some people are really, really hardcore crazy about it. On both sides. I feel the most important thing in regards to that is just to respect other people's free will. You do you, but respect me doing me. That's important. I respect you for who you are. I'm not trying to make you do anything you don't want to do. I'm just here trying to empower and uplift you to be more prepared. If things are headed the direction, well, they are headed the direction I think they're headed. But if it gets much worse, you're going to be very thankful that you are prepared. You're going to be very thankful that you have those skill sets, that you have that training, that you have those capabilities. Now is the time to take it seriously. Take a hard look, like I was saying, at your preps. Look for weaknesses. Try to fill those gaps now. This is an important time. Have people been saying that for a long time? Some have, yes. But look around you at the world we live in right now. Look around you at the stores. Look around you at the people. How can you not see it now? It's not this ominous dark cloud on the horizon that may or may not be coming our direction. It's here. It's among us. SHTF is now. And empty grocery stores? Not totally empty. You know what I'm saying. I'm worried. I prep out of peace of mind. And I don't fear. I trust in Him. But I'm still worried a little. Because we are, I would say, fairly well prepared. In my mind, I'm always thinking about weaknesses though. I'm always trying to fill in gaps. And I have gaps, just like you do. We all have gaps. We all have weaknesses. So please, shore up those weaknesses. Take it seriously. Cut where you can out of your budget to enable you to up your preparedness game. Stockpile that food, people. Food is power. Water is power. You have to have that to live. You may need this kind of stuff, but see, that's a may. You may need, or you will probably need. But I guarantee you will need to eat. You will need water. You can probably hear it. It's falling from the sky behind me. It's free. Put out a tarp, put a low spot, put a little hole in it, have it drain into a bucket. Or just set buckets out. Filter the water. Cleanse it however you choose. There are many different ways to make that water drinkable or to ensure that it's okay to drink. And maybe you're not in an area where it rains all the time like here. That's one thing I told my wife the other day. We had our Snowmageddon. One thing I love about snow, when it's snowing and it's really cold out, it's not raining. It seems like it rains all the time here. And we're getting a lot more this year because there's a couple low spots in my front yard that usually get a little bit of a puddle. Way bigger puddles, twice, 3 times the size they normally are. That's why we have serious flooding here. One of my tribe members couldn't attend training this past weekend because his access out of his property was under 4 to 5 feet of water. He was stuck. Well, thank God he's a prepper. Thank God he has food. He didn't have to go anywhere. That's what I'm talking about. Peace of mind. It is so important and so powerful. Anyway, I love you guys. It's just, I hope you analyze your preps. I hope that you take it seriously. I hope that you make it more and more of a priority as time goes on. You will be thankful. I know I am thankful all the time. I always remember that in my prayers. And another thing is I always pray for you guys here. And my people. I pray for all of us to have power, to have knowledge, to have foresight, to have dedication, peace of mind, and that we're prepared and that we'll get through whatever comes. Anyway, I haven't mentioned in a while, but I do have a Patreon. Somebody was asking about that. Yes, links in the description below. It's the first thing on every single video, I believe. It's the first link in every description. Join us there, please. I would really appreciate it. Talk about a lot of good stuff there. And, yeah, I can speak freely there. Here, I'm on the journey of trying to speak more freely, not mince my words, but also juggling that with the ability to stay viable on this platform so that I can reach more people, so I can empower and uplift more people. That's very important to me. I want us all to be ready. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. And blessings to you and yours.